LeoN because he is going to be coming down to SOS 7 in 2 weeks in Cincinnati, Ohio. So, of course, you know, got to pick up the GOAT here. But Sparg0 has been on an incredible tear lately. Kid won like 60 grand in like 5 days. Like,
yeah,
kid's out of his mind right now.
Won both Ultimate Summit 4 and then that G4 TV Invitational immediately after. But
light work, you know.
There's somebody that has been a rock wall, a gatekeeper between like the high tier and the top tier players for the longest time, and that is Space Station's LeoN. He's always been that hard matchup check. Like, hey, what are your habits? Do you have habits? If you do, I'm going to beat you for them.
Yeah, you know, honestly, I don't know why I thought Sparg0 was going to go Cloud, because Mythra looks impossible.
Oh, yeah,
right now.
like, Sparg0 will make LeoN pay his taxes here. He's going to have to get to about 120 where he is right now before he even has the opportunity to play the game. Now that he is at 120, though, we can play.
That's really big on the recovery, being able to just kind of like two-frame it for free with that neutral beat, because the recovery is very lackluster. Whoa! 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 Is that a thing?
Are you not dead off of that? But yes, that is a thing, apparently. It traded, and I would say that is one of the most favorable trades off of Pyra up B that I've seen, and as a result, LeoN finishes out that extended ledge trap with a KO and a lead. Yeah. Remember what I said about LeoN being the uber gatekeeper? We're seeing just why here.
My God, yeah. Sparg0's definitely going to have to work for it, because LeoN certainly got some tricks up his bag, and I'm confident that LeoN knows a lot more about Pyra Mythra than Sparg0 might with Bowser. Because if you want to grind with Bowser, it is, once again, him. It is that guy.
Yeah, there are a couple, like, other Bowsers. Like, there's Puyo down in Mexico as well. I'm not actually sure which region of Mexico he's from, but, like, he's not on the level of LeoN.
Yeah, LeoN's Bowser is absolutely insane. I've had the pleasure of seeing it live a couple times because he came down to Ohio. He beat Waddy, he beat T, the Pac-Man. Like, he's nuts.
Well, Sparg0 actually, in a rare instance of failure of an edge guard, completely mistimed that dare, which would have been death for certain, but we, well, still might see LeoN unable to make it back down. No, just the preemptive nair is going to get him safely to the platform. Still not a good spot to be in, as Sparg0 forces the early option with the ledge trump attempt and then just gets the back air.
Yeah, it's really rare that you see a character just like button their way down against Pyra Mythra, but apparently Bowser can actually just do that with nair. So I am learning a lot about the matchup, but all that aside, Mythra's neutral against Bowser is just outrageously far in her favor.
We talked about it too with like Diddy versus Rob in the last set. This is a more extreme example of you do not get to play the video game.
Yeah, he really doesn't. He's got some great traps, trying to catch with the two-frame on the F-tilt, but he's a little bit early. Of course, if Bowser gets it right any one time, they're pretty much guaranteed dead. All right, great parry on that, but of course, Sparg0 snapped to the ledge, but great read on that jump.
So happy that LeoN punished it, because that's something that Sparg0 likes to do a lot. You probably have seen him do it so many times if you've watched him, where he does like the up B to ledge as he finds the first game, but Sparg0 does like up B to ledge drop, up B to ledge drop, up B to ledge. He just goes through like the spin cycle until eventually you get aggressive and get hit by it. But if you match Sparg0 vertically, like you go high with him, you can beat it with fair or with any other like slightly disjointed move, because the falling hitbox of Pyra's up B actually doesn't have very much priority. So I love that LeoN actually punished it there, and I really hope that if like somebody comes in and starts VOD reviewing this, that more people are going to stop letting Sparg0 get away with that.
It's hard to look at number 2 and be like, let's stop him from getting away with that. But yes,
hey,
I totally understand
even
what you're
the best players in the world have habits, because there's stuff that they get away with that they really shouldn't.
And honestly, if anybody's going to call out a jump habit, Bowser forward air is easily one of the best moves in the entire game to do that at the ledge. Like, that move is outrageously good.
Yeah, the thing is, though, that in this matchup, we've already mentioned it a couple of times, LeoN will have to outplay Sparg0 100 times, and Sparg0 has to outplay LeoN once.
Yeah,
and that's how the kills are going to result from this. Sparg0, though, in a rare miss, accidentally turning around the down tilt, so he doesn't get a punish off of that foresight.
I do like the town and city pick. It seems like Sparg0's being really aggressive, so it gives LeoN more space to run away, but also side B is a way different beast when it comes to these platforms being positioned the way that they are. So this could give LeoN a lot. And the side blast ones are going to be really good for him killing like forward air too.
Right, like runoff fair is going to be a terror here for LeoN. So is side B onto the platforms, but like it's Pyra and Mythra. Pyra has some of the strongest and biggest disjoints in the game. So if LeoN is trying to recover, well, buyer beware.
Yeah, this is just looking like a really tough go. Like, even LeoN's really good about landing with like Bowser side B, because again, it is a relatively safe 6-frame command grab, and he gets to land for free with it kind of often, but Mythra's frame data is even fast enough to still contest that.
Sparg0 though
Nice down
chasing,
smash.
yeah, very, very nice chase on the missed tech, getting the down smash. Even Mithra starts to kill at those higher percents, especially on Town and City, but this is going to be difficult for him to get back to stage. Yup. So LeoN interrupting the recovery to stage, stopping the ledge snap with his neutral B, and then just, it's only a formality at that point for him to get the F tilt. We're back to fully even, but
Oh,
no.
God. Great attempt with the two frame with that forward smash. Wouldn't have killed Bowser, but definitely would have put him on notice and gotten him a whole bunch of damage. But yeah, despite that, this is a much more even game than we saw before until this combo started.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, one combo start, and even then you saw, like, Sparg0 continue it with, like, the landing hitbox of Nair. LeoN thought he was safe, and well, you're never really safe against a strong Pyra and Mithra. Sparg0 went for his life there.
My God. LeoN is keeping this so close, though. Catching those landings with that up smash, being able to catch her with back air even. All right, going to see a down throw. Going to reset that position at the ledge. And it looks like LeoN has like a lot of different options, especially as this set progresses. Of course, we're in top 32, so this is best of 5. But Sparg0's only going to get away with coming back to stage so many times where LeoN really starts to figure out what he wants. Because they have a very punishable, very linear recovery.
We talked about it with Steve, and where like you can only use a mix-up only a couple of times, and then it stops working. And Pyra and Mithra
this is really
have
good
very, very limited mix-ups on their recovery. It's one of their weakest aspects. So she can only recover so many times before LeoN starts to go,
Yeah,
Sparg0 though
yeah.
coming back onto stage, getting that up smash though, so still maintaining this lead.
Oh, God, look at this damage. Yeah, so now we're in that position where he's going to be able to force him off stage pretty easily, like with his back throw. And now he's got to play this game again. He's got to deal with his neutral B again.
Sparg0 actually
stood
snapping
up
to
into
ledge,
it.
but yeah, just like you said, standing up into the neutral B. LeoN's been getting a lot of mileage out of Flame Breath.
Oh, yeah. I think it's a very underrated move in the meta because, like, even earlier, you saw that Sparg0 was going for, like, Foresight intentionally in the Flame Breath, but it wasn't actually solving the problem. He would Foresight and teleport around, and he would still be on fire.
Like, you would have to be already in LeoN's face when he starts to do the Flame Breath. Please don't die for that.
Wow, I cannot believe he lived that, actually.
I was saying LeoN. So good stuff to LeoN, getting that side B there, running up, catching Sparg0 holding shield, because he's actually shown himself a pretty strong propensity to do that when LeoN's pressuring him from the air. Sparg0 likes to hold shield because he's trying to parry something. You can't parry a command grab though, my friend, and LeoN's going to take full advantage of it. But to clarify myself, I was saying, LeoN, please don't die for this.
Oh, no, yeah, that would have been tragic.
There on the ledge, when he like went up and contested the up B, there was a chance that Sparg0 beat him with like a buffered bear, turned it around into a dare spike, and won the game off of it. Like, one mistake would have cost LeoN the game.
Especially if he died at 20, that's such a big momentum killer, especially a character of that weight, like dying that early. But yeah, we're 1-1. I could definitely see this going to a game 5.
Ooh, I like the small battlefield pick. Sparg0 taking LeoN here, just trying to eliminate some of that space because he wants to give LeoN less opportunities to land. Doesn't really have to worry about him using those platforms because Aegis's up air covers platform.
Oh
if you
my
space it
God.
correctly. And 94. Can we go higher? Can we get to 100?
Can we talk about Sparg0 continuing the juggle situation with a move that put him in free fall and still landing faster than him and keeping him up there? That's insane.
Mithra can get to ground faster than you can. It doesn't matter who you are unless you're like Fox. Mithra can just like fast fall out of that up B and still beat you back to the ground because of the pop-up on it.
My God. And despite that first 30 seconds, they're only like 40 or so % apart, which honestly, 87%, this is definitely Bowser territory to start taking stuff back.
As impressive as it was from Sparg0, and don't get me wrong, that combo is incredibly impressive, but to LeoN, it's just another day at the office. He's used to this.
Wow, and Bowser being maybe the only character that would survive that up B from Pyra at 150, even coast to coast. But, of course, Sparg0 being a little bit too greedy at the ledge, burning his invincibility and getting tagged by that forward tilt right in the face.
Oh, but the dare comes through, and that's the great equalizer. We actually haven't seen too many dare combos come through from Sparg0.
I respect it.
I respect it.
Like, look, this is high pressure. You know, this is the first S tier to count for the PGR in 2022. You know,
a Sparg0 win at the first S tier would be huge for LeoN.
Huge for LeoN, especially after Summit. Especially like 2 weeks after Summit.
LeoN just sitting there going like, y'all didn't vote me in, I would have won Summit.
Right. He's like, I jumped out of plane for something. Y'all gonna respect me.
Down throw here going to put Sparg0 once again at the ledge. This has been where LeoN's making his money, and he looks to continue that pattern, catching that roll immediately. This pressure has been phenomenal from this Bowser player.
Sparg0 at this point is actually, This is what I was talking about. Like, as the set goes longer and longer, Leon's ledge trapping is just getting better and better because she only has such a handful of choices. And now it's looking like a huge detriment.
Right, and she's shown her hand. Like, Leon took a peek over at the mirror behind Sparg0 and saw what cards he's holding.
He's like, oh, no, she bluffing. We got it. Like, you ain't got it. Wow. And, of course, using the boost from that platform, killing pretty early with that side B. She was only like 115 or something when that grab started. And he's only at 85, so he's in a good spot.
It might not be in his... Okay, was actually able to make that back. I thought we might have been seeing a two-frame dare, and we might be seeing... No, LeoN is so crazy good in these situations. He has not cracked once.
God, that's so scary.
Okay, finally. Sparg0 threw everything at the wall. Something was going to stick.
He literally was running. He was just rolling down the list of moves. He's like, I don't know, F tilt? How about up smash? I don't know. Let's try this one. Neutral B? Whatever. Something's going to work. Like,
eventually,
if
I will
else,
kill you.
I will say shout outs to LeoN for being able to survive the first 5 of those ledge traps. I'll say that much.
6 times the charm.
Right.
Gets the side B on Sparg0's landing once again. We've seen this song and dance before. Sparg0, can you get back up?
Oh, that could have been a huge punish. If LeoN had sniped that out, that was up smash city. But Sparg0's got one last chance to really take some momentum back. LeON's shield is surprisingly low. I almost never see Bowser's shield that low, so he's going to have to be careful. But he is going to end up eating all this Mithra damage because he can't really do that much defensively about it.
You saw what I saw there, too. He nearly caught the get-up with back air. Sparg0 thanking his lucky stars that he was patient in that situation. Now he has an opportunity to steal this away from LeoN, and he's not there yet.
Yeah, LeON's overextending a little bit. He's trying to force those back airs to happen. He's trying to force this stock. I know this is a hybrid situation, but the side B is not enough to kill just yet. I'm shocked.
Lovely DI coming through from Sparg0, but yet again, he's on the ledge against LeoN. This is where LeoN is at his most comfortable, at his most confident, and now at his up 2-1 against Sparg0.
And that was really, really good pressure from LeoN, because at first it was like, all right, he's kind of overextending, he's trying to force his stock, he's throwing out these back airs in neutral, it's not necessarily working, but as soon as Sparg0 got conditioned for LeoN to start throwing out like crazier buttons, that's as soon as he stopped, he retook that space at roll distance, he baited out that forward air, and he sealed the game.
Yeah, and even like the confidence to be able to...
right here,
yes,
exactly
right
this.
here. Even the confidence for LeoN to be able to land against Sparg0's juggle right before that situation, and the cloud is out.
All right, now we are seeing the cloud, which I can't speak for certain if this matchup is like absurdly better than it was for Pyro and Mithra, but I definitely think this is a good switch for LeoN's favor at this point.
I would guess, too, that LeoN has had more experience against Cloud. He's been a veteran of this game. He was a veteran of Smash 4 as well, so definitely knows how to fight against the Final Fantasy swordsman.
Yeah,
DIing perfectly out of that up B there to fall out.
And I feel like, here's the thing, Cloud's neutral is still really good.
Oh, my God.
Oh, Lord. Yeah, LeoN's going for the big reads. I love it. Feeling himself. He's up a game against Sparg0, fresh after Summit. You know, I super get it. Now, I will say this. It's not that I think Cloud's neutral against Bowser isn't going to be, like, still pretty good for Cloud, but it has to be better than Mithra's. It just has to be better than what that was before.
Right, there's, like, the give and take of that matchup where, like, okay, it's probably, he hits a little bit harder than Mithra, but he's faster than Pyro, so he's got, like, that comfy middle ground.
Up smash?
But, like,
ooh, down smash. Smart.
Right. Yeah, I never see down smash used competitively. That was very smart from Sparg0. Now he's got LeoN stuck on the platform. He's got to find a way to land past this juggle. He's already burnt his jump, too.
Yeah, he's tagging on a ton of damage. He's getting his roll reads in,
Oh,
too.
you're dead here. You don't have a jump.
Yep, cross slash, yep. Perfect textbook game plan from Sparg0. Just overwhelmed LeoN, just kind of bodied him, put like 100% on him, caught all his options. He's still in disadvantage. The Angel platform meant nothing to Sparg0. My God, this is a huge turnaround from the previous game.
I like how usually you get a moment to catch your breath on the Angel platform. Sparg0 was like, down here, now, we're fighting.
He's just like, I said I want Summit. Like, he is being mad aggressive right now. But that down B is going to punish Sparg0 going for that dash attack. Great delay by LeoN, of course. Bowser kind of stalls for a little bit, and I don't think Sparg0 was ready for it.
And the other thing that I do want to point out that we talked about a lot is that, like, as the set progressed, LeoN got a better and better read on Sparg0's options, both on ledge and in disadvantage. The character swap means that all those reads mean jack. Bupkiss, they're gone.
Yeah, and also the way he's piloting Cloud right now is just terrifyingly good.
144% from LeoN. He's at the ledge against a Cloud with limit break. He has to time that, and he does indeed, so he has a second chance at this, but, well, right back to the ledge with you, good sir. We're going again. Very
rarely do I see an interaction where someone is outspacing Cloud back air, but he did catch him with there before the bear came out, but it doesn't matter. Another back air is always right there. That's the scariest part about Cloud. That move just commands so much space. It's so disjointed. It's so powerful. It's so safe. You just have to the #1 game plan with getting against Cloud is dealing with that move, and Bowser's, he's a big boy. It's going to be kind of tough.
Right. The couple of ways that there are to deal with Cloud's back air is, one, catch him misspacing it, so you can catch him on landing.
Which is hard, because
that
boy,
is very
generous.
hard. Yeah, it's a very generous spacing on it, but sometimes they do make mistakes. Two, if you have a bigger disjoint, like for example Sephiroth, you can rise with him, stay even horizontally, and beat it out. Or you can catch him on landing when he fades back, chase him out of shield, and get something going. But all of those, much easier said than done.
And this is I think this is a pretty good counter pick for LeoN, too. I definitely think that middle platform is going to be like a huge problem for Sparg0, just because side B is going to be that much scarier here.
Ooh, double roll there from Sparg0, not going to be punished by LeoN. Guesses a little bit incorrectly, but does get the command grab out. Chases for it again. Sparg0 might not let him get away with that.
Yo! LeoN is out here. Sparg0's got a burn limit to come back. Oh, but LeoN's a little bit late on the punish. That was kind of like, that was the easiest punish you would have had all game, actually.
There's no landing lag on that. Everybody gets it wrong, and everybody jumps at least once.
Yeah, you give Sparg0 an inch, he's going to take a mile, but LeoN's still not out of this, of course. He's still in a really good position, but it's great that Sparg0 was able to turn that around. All right.
Back up. There's
Another
that up B to return to the stage, and like I said, there's like no landing lag on that. Sparg0's immediately able to go in and continue the combo. Now with limit, pops LeoN up a little bit, but he does fall through it, so not too much punishment for that mistake.
Is that like a tough guy thing? Like, that was super weird. I'd never seen anybody
He
fall
doesn't
out
have
of
tough guy in the air, though, is the thing.
I have no idea.
So
I'm literally just like,
it was
what could
just
it be?
weird. That's what we'll call it.
Strange behavior. But yeah, it's crazy how explosive the beginning of that was, and Sparg0's like, what if you just never hit me again? It's just dominating so far on the second stock. And again, this is game 5, so, you know, it all matters right here. Oh, another dunk from Sparg0. Shaq could never. Jesus Christ.
Oh, but he does catch Sparg0 wall jumping there. Sparg0 does like to try and mix in the wall jumps on occasion to hasten his return back to stage so he doesn't have to go to ledge first. He was going to try and wall jump and then go right back onto the ledge, but instead, LeoN just says, calm it down, Space Cowboy.
That was a really good trap right there, opting to just try to bait out the air dodge and go for neutral B. That's so much more damage than honestly most characters would have gotten. That was like 30% for that read. That was really good, but despite that, Sparg0 is still just playing way faster than LeoN. He's got limit on deck. LeoN's trapped to the ledge once again.
No shield poke. He angled that shield. He angled it up and in so that he could avoid the poke, but oh no, Sparg0, he's looking for this this spike to close it all out. LeoN, though, he's still got a little bit of fight left in him. He gets that Nair Bear, and he's going to have Sparg0 trapped here, but just barely gets caught by the furthest hit of that climb hazard.
This should do it, though. Oh, wow, the aggressive up B going to come through, stop Sparg0 from punishing his recovery, and he, of course, like you said, has no lag when he's landing with something like that and is able to just get an F-tilt instead. Let's see if Space Jam Sparg0 can get another forward air dunk. I'm curious.
He might be looking for it here. 136. Bowser's not quite in a position where anything will kill him, but most things will start to KO here, especially on the ledge.
Bear being the main problem.
Bear being the main thing that will KO, admittedly. Great stuff to Sparg0, finding that. It wasn't a reverse 3-0. I almost said reverse 3-0, but finding that reverse 2-0, whatever, after switching to Cloud, because LeoN impressed me a lot with how he played the Pirate and Mythra matchup. It looked like he grinded it. It looked like he was prepared, but you can only prepare so much for a player like Sparg0.
Yeah, but if nothing else, I mean, 3-2 with Sparg0 is nothing to sneeze at. And it was honestly still down to last stock last game, so, you know, you can still feel pretty good about that. I'm sure LeoN is still going to be able to tear things up in losers. I wouldn't even be that shocked to see him in top 8 of this event. We had some upsets, but LeoN is still in a pretty decent spot. But, yeah, Sparg0...
and especially after, like, his lackluster performance at Glitch Infinite.
I'm sorry, which is that?
A little bit of a lackluster performance from LeoN at Glitch Infinite, so definitely like showing people like, hey, it happens from time to time. I'm still really, really good at this game.
Yeah, I mean, people get upset. It happens every day. It just happened to Goblin. Like, and when you have a tournament as stacked as Collision is, like, it's bound to happen. Like, even just looking at like the top 64 seeds, I was like, this tournament is going to be outrageously hard, and everyone that wasn't in those top 64 seeds is still really good.
Yeah, every single person in this top 32 has earned their spot. Every single person who has moved on to top 16 has earned their spot. And Sai, speaking of people who have earned their spot in this top 32,
let's talk about it.
Up next, we've got Shattuck going to be taking on Quid.